your boy young I give him that thing. Until leg stand and punchy America, Banyi Dwal, Banaban, until leg stand and punchy America, Banyi Dwal, Banaban, walk on your leg, Kankara, what on the watching, Oga, leg, gear, power, leg, Panda with ya, punchy America, Banya Dwal, Chingatonga, Pandon, could you ever buy a checker, Papu Panda, Jiro, what ya be, Dwal, venting. Stand and punchy America, Banyi Dwal, Banaban, until leg stand and punchy America, Banyi Dwal, Banaban, walk on your leg, Kankara, what on the watching, Oga, leg, gear, power, leg, Panda with ya, punchy America, Banya Dwal, Bano, Chingatonga, Pandon, Kujera,
welcome to Lake State Media Show tonight, today, this afternoon, wherever you are tuning in. We welcome all of you on board. The reason we are just live now, because we have a different zone. It's a breaking news, the end of the national dialogue in Juba. So we will be listening to the speech of the President of the Republic of South Sudan, General Salva Kiir Mayardit. That is the reason we are here. We have to hear what he's going to say, and that's why we are here. Well, thank you so much. Just to
join the movement, you formed the movement in 1983 with your colleagues to liberate our people from oppression. In the SPLM, SPLA, you and your colleagues, we owe you a lot, and we congratulate you, and we congratulate all the people of South Sudan for their independent country, which you have fought for. Your Excellency, the President, in any debate, there are moderate and extreme views. But in this time, all your people have spoken with love, with courage, with determination to remain a united people in a united country. Comrade President, our country has gone through great tribulations, but we are a strong people, a strong party called the SPLM. And the strength of the people of South Sudan and the SPLM is always found at its weakest point. And as Comrade Nelson Mandela once said, the greatest glory in the living is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Chairman, South Sudan shall emerge from this experience stronger than ever before. At this time, I would like to invite two singers, Comrade Dopudup, to be followed by Comrade Garangateng, to sing the songs and welcome our President, who will be then welcomed by the Honorable Co-Chair of the National Dialogue, Right Honorable Angelo Beda. Comrade Dopudup, immediately after you, Comrade Garangateng will come. And you know what that means. All the people of South Sudan, congratulations. Welcome.
Election jai ya comrade kelekta kun bandang as jalan bawin as jalan bapak ya comrade kelekta kun bandang banyak gompok election jai ya comrade kelekta kun bandang as jalan bawin as jalan bapak ya comrade kelekta gimana nuan gompok election jai ya comrade, collect a kunpana. As Galan the wing, as Galan the fan, ya comrade, collect a git mana. Roger Bumpo collection jai, ya comrade, collect a kunpana. As Galan the wing, as Galan the fan, ya comrade, collect a kunpana. Run away, I put what we got on the right, my yet, Jabba Kamal, my leg, Alcondia, I put what we got, the quality come away, well, it's so damn young. But when I put me go, me long can put, me check a man Sudan, Salva Kiir by up, by white, by land in them, by work at the Alcam I'm not going to wait a while, Shannon. Take a new picture. I'm telling Barrow, Balan and I'm not there. Round the light, the coffee. Round the light, the coffee. Make it the way in charge of the way. Run a water, I put on me go until the night, but yet, Jabba come out my leg. The Condia. Aqua one we were required to come away. Well, it's so damn young. But when you put me back, me long can put me take a man Sudan. Kapandang guy by your back point. Balan and young, work at the outcome yet. Come then the guy to eat a white cannon. Chip it do it, I'm terrible. Balan and young, not yet. Gawin malaka tofay, gawin malaka tofay, me cherry, the baby, in charge of the far away. Aspialam, como tanto ya, aspialam, oye, kumuneti chan. Aspialam, chamat sai, kunai baisha. Aspialam, chapurtet, batanador. Aspialam, bakon bus, referendum. Aspialam, oye, kumuneti chan. Aspialam, oye, madalabo, iguleku. Aspiale, the walk pitana, Aspiale. Run away, I put what we got until the night, but yet, Jabba Kamal, my leg, Alcondia. I put what we got, the quality come away, but it's so damn young. But when I put me go, me long can put, me check a man Sudan, Salva Kiir by up. Ba quanh ba là nên nhầm ba bơ cái dial cam ya cam lên này quay tuổi đã qua cha nên chứ gì nữa bị chẳng cam chơi đã qua ba luật ba là nên nhầm nát ya ba quên mơ lại cái cho phanh ba quên mơ lại cái cho phanh mới chơi cả bay quỷ nhìn trai cái thế mình phải rồi run away, I put what we got until the night, but yet. Jabba Kamal, my name, Condia. Aqua, one we got, the quality come away. Well, it's so damn young. But when I put me go, me long can put, me take a man Sudan. Yasser Arman Bayuk, Bakwan, Balan and Young, work with the outcome yet. Come lên nơi gầy, tụi đã qua cha nên chứ Sudan này chẳng cầm chơi qua ba luật ba lại nó nhầm nát nhà bao nhiêu lần đã có phải bao nhiêu lần đã có phải đi chơi đi tụi bay quên nhìn trai cái đi mình phải đi election jai. Ya comrade, collect the kun mana. As jalan bawin, as jalan bapak. Ya comrade, collect the kun mana. Banat gumpuk election jai. Ya comrade, collect the kun mana. As jalan bawin, as jalan bapak. Ya comrade, collect the kun mana. Thank you. Election day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dog. Thank you very much, Dog Budu. I have made a slight change. At this time, we would like to call upon Right Honorable Co-Chair of the National Dialogue, Angelo Beda, to come and say a few remarks. After him, we will then call Professor Garang Ateng to welcome the President with the song. Uncle Angelo Beda, you are highly welcome.
Your Excellency, General Salva Kiir Mayardit, President of the Republic of South Sudan. Your Excellency, Maulana Abel Ali, Co-Chair of the National Dialogue Steering Committee. Your Excellency, Bonamalwal Madud Ring, Rapporteur National Dialogue Steering Committee. Your Excellency, Nahiro Tutsin, the Japanese Ambassador, the Republic of South Sudan. Is he here? I wonder. Your Excellency, David Shara, Special Representative of the Secretary General to South Sudan. Your Excellency, the Speaker of our National Assembly. Your Excellencies, and this should be before I apologize, the Vice President, Dr. James Waniga, you are welcome to come and bless, to come together with the President and bless our gathering. Her Excellency, Rebecca Demobio, you are specially invited. You are a friend of National Dialogue. You have come to bless us. Members of the diplomatic community accredited to the Republic of South Sudan, members of international organizations, distinguished delegates to the National Dialogue National Conference all over South Sudan, members of the steering committee, that is my colleagues who have worked day and night in this conference, fellow members of the steering committee leadership, members of the steering committee secretariat, I welcome you. It's all the delegates all over South Sudan to this national conference. Allow me, Mr. President, to take leave from my political leader, His Excellency Abel Alier, Maulana Abel Alier, Wal Kowai, to welcome you on his behalf and on my own behalf, and on behalf of the members of this August National Dialogue Steering Committee, and on behalf of the nearly 600 delegates to this national conference. You are almost 600 from the grassroots communities of our country, There are political leaders and activists, the chiefs. There are women leaders and delegates. I welcome you, women delegates. There are youth whom we have found out that the youth who are 72% of our nation. There are traditional community leaders, the Salatin, the chiefs. There are chiefs, there are church leaders, Christian and Muslim, from our two religious communities, Christianity and Islam, and our traditional beliefs. Also, they call them Ladini, like they've got their beliefs. From our armed forces and security forces, from our multiple ethnicities, and from our refugees abroad, our internally displaced, and from our diaspora. These people have all participated in this national conference from time to time. I wholeheartedly welcome you on all their behalf to kindly close. I invite you, Mr. President, to, on this behalf of the people I've mentioned, to kindly close this national conference for our national dialogue. Welcome, my dear President Salva Kiir Mayardit. I cannot, however, call on Your Excellency to speak to your people yet without recording our extremely deep appreciation for your material and the leadership support for this first process of the national dialogue in our young country. Without you standing with us personally, you would have not come to this end. When you first set us up as a steering committee of this national dialogue, some nearly 4 years ago, a large number of people doubted that we were bound to fail. There were a lot of doubting Thomas, Your Excellency, that this thing is not going to succeed. But today, they are no longer there. Because of lack of financial budgeted support, they say, where shall we get money? Because the international bodies who are also saying this is just a bluff. They are not going to support it. On your behalf, Mr. President, and on our own behalf as the leadership of the steering committee, who told our staff that if our young country is broke, that is, could not afford to finance us, the national dialogue, then it was better for our country to have a national dialogue at all, not to have a national dialogue at all. Because we are a country, we are a sovereign country. And it happened because of our stand. Now, however, here we are today, my dear President Salva Kiir Mayardit. You have backrolled this national dialogue materially for 4 years with flying colors. We want to thank you very much for enabling the delivery to you, for enabling this morning of the proceedings of the August 1st National Dialogue of our country, Mr. President. I can go on and on, Mr. President, but this was not meant to be a speech at all. We have already spoken. The people have already spoken. Everybody has spoken. So we are no longer coming to bother you with the speeches. So let me invite you, Mr. President, on behalf of my Chairman Maulana Abel Alier, to deliver your remarks on this closing session of this August closing session of this first South Sudan National Dialogue, National Conference. Before I welcome you, I want to say one thing. Everybody here is looking forward to Your Excellency. that I plead on behalf of them that even if the resolutions are controversial, please implement them. You are welcome to talk to your. You are now welcome to talk to your people, my dear President. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Co-Chair Garang Ateng. Please welcome our President.
أيام النضال كنا بنقول كمل عشان كده بقينا الحرية لما طبق الشيطان ما يخشنا يا جماعة في دولة قبيلة نحن شعب واحد وطننا واحد رئيسنا واحد السلام نمبر 1 منا كلنا السلام We need concessions. We need peace among us. One people, one nation. Let's unite our son. As never united. Unite all the people of South Sudan. Let me see up in the farm. Margarita, Margarita, feeding over Sudan. وطننا واحد رئيسنا واحد السلام نمر منا كلنا السلام
South Sudan, we are! Australia, we are! One people, one nation, we are! Naje gida so BCT My people, I greet you all. Esteemed delegates to this historic national conference, Excellencies, the Vice Presidents of the Republic of South Sudan, Right Honorable Speaker of the Transitional National Legislature, Right Honorable Speaker of the Council of States, all senior government officials, Your Excellency Maulana Abul Alier, co-chair of the National Dialogue, and Your Excellency Angelo Beda, co-chair of the National Dialogue. The rapporteur of the National Dialogue, Honorable Bona Malwal Maduri, religious leaders, members of the National Dialogue Steering Committee, and Secretariat. Members of the diplomatic community, representatives of AU, representatives of UN, and RJAMEC, distinguished special envoys from the region, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all in the name of our country, the Republic of South Sudan. On 14th December 2016, I had the honor to launch this great event whose conclusion we are now witnessing today. When this work started, not many people thought it would arrive at where we are today. Sharing views gathered from the grassroots in the duration of almost 4 years on a national platform. What this process has achieved is commendable, and for this, I would like to thank the national co-chairs, Maulana Abdulaliat and Honorable Angelo Beda, for steady leadership. For steady leadership they have provided during this process. I would also like to thank members of the steering committee led by Honorable Bona Malo Almadut and Ambassador Dr. Francis Madingdeng for the incredible support they have given in guiding this process. Let me also recognize the Secretariat of the Steering Committee for their efforts in ensuring grassroots views are gathered, documented, and shared in the conference. Those involved in this process from its inception know that we have received substantial support from our regional and international partners. I would like to thank these partners for overcoming thoughts on the value of national dialogue in certain quarters from the start, and for availing both material and technical resources to support us. Specifically, I would like to thank the Japanese government for their contribution, and UNDP for the stewardship it provided during this period. By the way, the Japanese are among few donors we have that do not attach any strings to their support. Last but not least, I would like to thank you, the delegates who traveled to Juba from different corners of our country to participate in this conference. Your presence here signals your desire to contribute towards shaping the future of your country. Let me also congratulate you for candidly sharing your views at grassroots, at the regional conferences, and here at the national conference. The issues you raise deserve full attention of your leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, your views on numerous issues affecting our country at multiple levels on governance, security, economy, and social cohesion have been heard. There is no doubt that the outcome of national dialogue represents the views of the broad cross-section of our society on the issues raised. This means there is no question about the legitimacy of this process. With this in mind, we need to remind ourselves that what has been produced in this process must be harmonized with a permanent constitution-making process. Which is provided for in the revitalized peace agreement. The revitalized peace agreement is not merely an integral part of our constitution. It is in this essence our fundamental law itself. And all other processes, including the national dialogue, must ultimately be reconciled with it. Yes, the national dialogue has been broad-based, bottom-up consultations. The revitalized agreement, on the other hand, came as a result of talks between political elites, which makes it narrower in scope. However, the agreement has constitutional sanctity that the national dialogue lacks, despite its popular legitimacy. Therefore, we should not attempt to replace the agreement with the consensus reached through the national dialogue, but rather use the national dialogue as a guide to enrich the forthcoming permanent constitutional making process that the revitalized peace agreement mandates. Esteemed delegates, the last 4 years of this national conversation have not been easy. At the beginning of national dialogue, I was accused of using this process to dodge the responsibility of finding a peaceful settlement to the conflict in the country. Others objected to this process on the basis that it was not inclusive enough, despite the fact that
The process was designed to reach our communities wherever they reside. Today, the presence of these delegates in this hall and the rich discussion that went on from the start of national dialogue and in the last 3 weeks here in Juba clearly demonstrates that the accusations leveled against me and the process have turned out to be false. The organizers of this national conversation, for example, have fulfilled their mandate as demonstrated by the cross-section of our society represented in this hall. The views expressed by you, the delegates, throughout this process have not been approving of any party inclusion. The SPLM that was accused of initiating national dialogue to save its soul, and the peace process I was accused of replacing with the national dialogue is now under implementation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not raising these points to defend myself from what has been said since this process is started. I am raising them as a way of sharing with you what I believe to be part of our problem. What you have discussed in the last 4 weeks and the resolutions you have come up with in this process will only serve our country if we reassess ourselves in 2 critical areas. First, we need to reassess ourselves. We need to reassess our tendency to readily accept external models that ignore our history. Secondly, we also need to examine our attitude towards our laws and institutions. Since 2005, we have been falsely assured that templates of thematic experience of what has worked for others will work for us. We have been told again and again to adopt these models by people who in most cases do not understand our context. At times, even those who know our experiences cannot resist to overlook our specific history in the quest for templates of what has worked in other countries. And when things do not go as planned, the same people turn around and blame us for not implementing what they have pushed with no consideration on our specific context. I know we are all united in our aspiration for a democratic South Sudan, but let us work towards this goal within our specific context. Any wholesale adoption of any governance system, as advised by those seeking to import their model at the expense of our context, will be counterproductive. No governance system can endure if it is not shaped by its political environment. Ladies and gentlemen, most of the failures that this national conversation has blamed on the SPLM leadership are rooted in our attitude as a people. I am going to speak about few issues in the opening of this conference to illustrate my point on our attitude. Part of what determines progress in any society is the attitude of its population towards its guiding laws and regulations. The laws in our books are comparable to what exists in other countries. But have we really allowed what these laws say? Has our attempt to enforce the law been welcomed in certain quarters? In certain quarters, take the 2013 crisis. This crisis would have been avoided if we respected what the law has stipulated. The elections were 2 years away, and because of our poor attitude towards our institutions, some of us decided it was okay to attempt to take power when the mechanism we have adopted for peaceful transfer of power was 2 years away. The SPLM government created the institutions which was violated because of our attitude. We forgot that the way we interact with our institutions promote or retard their development. As part of the broader reflection, let us look inwardly and work to correct our attitudes towards how we relate to our institutions. I would also like to briefly say something about the claim that the liberators have monopolized everything, including power. This assertion is not true, and it was not born out of by facts. We have been inclusive. We have been inclusive politically since 2005. The SPLA from its start did not take up arms for personal benefits. Let me remind you about what a lady said here before, that I rebelled from Malakal. And I fell and kundu fi Malakal, and when I rebelled, I drove my car out of the garrison and went to Dolev Hill. From there, I was following the Soba River, Lagait Mali Sumushunu. Oh God. Loman Wazal Nahinak, I pushed my car into the river. Because even if I burn it, it will be seen that this is where they have abandoned the car and they have crossed from here. And the helicopters will hunt for us in the bushes of Unulam. So I told my colleagues that let us push it into the river. Among the colleagues who were with me, Major General William Dengarang is now a prison officer. And he's alive. General Ajuangwakwer is also alive. So we pushed the car into the river, and while it was sinking, I stood for a moment and I said, Ita Arabiada, Makatal Nak Sakit, Bedur. The car was sinking, and I go to Lowita, Katalnak, for the greater good of South Sudan. When I go to Loanama Mutu, during the struggle, and I give Alif Land Rover Zeita Kede. You can count Arabad Alfi Yunub Pineda, count Alfi Shawaria Bita Juba Barao, Umkam. Whether somebody bought his car, Wala Kuma Jabu, they'll actor min Land Rover or Kan Talana Baraman Malakal Beo. So I want to answer what is being said about the liberators having monopolized everything. No, we have been fair enough, sharing everything with even those who did not participate, even those who were against us during the liberation. So let us really look at our things correctly in our perspectives so that we don't make mistakes pointing fingers against one another. Let me also say something in passing about the land issue, specifically on the background why the SPLM negotiating team in Naivasha insisted on the position that land belongs to the communities, which was the basis of the most quoted statement from late leader Dr. John Garang, the Mabior, on the same issue. The SPLM demand on communal land rights was intended to guard against the effect of two Sudanese law legislation on land ownership, specifically in South Sudan. The first law we were guarding against was the Unregistered Land Act of 1970. This law stipulated that any unoccupied land belongs to the government. الناس اللي كانوا موجودين في وقت ده know this law. This was done with a total disregard to traditional community ownership of land. The second law was the Civil Transaction Act of 1990, which also denied any recognition of customary land rights and asserted that the land in the country belongs to Allah and the state was only the inheritor. يعني البلد land كله بتاع الله والستيت يعوزوا البيجي بيحفظوا نيابة عن الله. We resisted that. ما قبلنا. حتى الله ذاته
there's something wrong with the network. It has frozen, and while we are waiting for that one, we have to play a national anthem that we can all be watching and share, please.
Lord, we praise and glorify you for your grace on South Sudan. Land of great abundance, our world has united in peace and harmony. Oh, motherland, we rise, raising flag, with the guiding star, the seasons of freedom, with joy. For justice, liberty, and prosperity shall forevermore reign. Oh, great patriots, let us stand in silence and respect, saluting our mothers who stand, cemented our national foundation. We vow to protect our nation. Oh, God bless our Sudan.
That's it, guys. That's the South Sudanese national anthem. We apologize for the network. The show has just hung up in that way, and President has not yet completed his speech. The President hasn't yet completed the speech, and the network just cut it off that way. We got our brother welcome Abior Gadmar Anyal Edidian Kedeber.
Kadi ye woni nyan ku jala chol bian woni nay no dai
Hey, one can you need to put on your camera.
Can you put your camera, please, even if it's morning hours? But
morning hours today, Andy.
Yeah, put the camera on, man. You are not. I don't need you to talk on the bed if you are still in the bed.
my end. That's why I put my face in the
in the dark.
Yeah. So
I myself. It is 4 o'clock now, but I got out of the bed to come and sit in the studio, and then I have to let my face be seen. You should do that, please. Brother, it's okay. Yeah.
Yes. Look, Danya.
Chaduk kien ti duone nay na deadlock. Kaduane jeng council of elders. Nay na deadlock.
Aki chiri man nyam wi kine jeng council jal taw no mare kalang bi jalo kadiman.
My I can more jangaban, you know. I hear more jangaban in a mikala dear. I walk when Chikurului Konu Kulul, we were Chol Galke, K Jan Castle of Elders. I keep coining Mikala Kay. Yeah, and Chin Mikala and one jangaban. Nan and Mikala and one jangaban, and she lived a jump away. So this is how you have.
Okay, let us talk English because there are some people who are watching.
Okay.
You know, yeah, well, sometimes we have to know, every community in South Sudan, we have elders. Even the Nuer community, they have elders. Any tribes, in sport tribe, they have elders.
Yes.
Regardless. So I see that your argument on Young Council of Elders, I don't see a point why you so, because you guys are accused Young Council of Elders, but they don't have any say on the government issues. Because even though I know you are living in I don't know in what part of the Western country, but there are some that are group. If you can see in Western political thing, they do that. There are group that they do their lobby. There are lobby that they can go and lobby to the government.
I don't deny that.
So listen, let me finish my point here. So if Young Council of Elders, they are lobbied there to the government, to the president, that doesn't mean that they having a power to control the government of South Sudan, because the government have their own people who are running the government, but they are not a part, even though they are a founder of the SPLM, SPLA. But if they have that organization called Young Council of Elders and they lobby pursuing their political, that doesn't mean that you say, okay, this you are accusing, they are the one who are making a political decision in South Sudan. So I think that point, I want our people who are accusing them to not like to leave the big picture of what the root cause of conflict in South Sudan and blaming on specific group that called Young Council of Elders. So they are not the root cause of the issues, you know. So I just want to make clear that to you, brother. Well, came aboard. Yeah, so you know very well, even though you are so you are you know, and you know how Dinka, you know more the Dinka culture more than any other tribe in South Sudan. So I see the point that you are making, because you know how in our society, in Dinka society, how we respect the elders, you see, same thing. So I think that's the reason why, because even though they have not dwell on negative part of, okay, Young Council is doing this and doing that, so which is not, and leave the bigger picture that the root cause of conflict in South Sudan is not a Young Council of Elders. So let us make that statement correct. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me try to be clear here. You try to, Uncle. Let me try to be clear here. You try to twist.
And you always change the topic from Young Council, even though we are talking about the national dialogues, which is you always accuse. You always give that topic and then come up with Young Council of Elders. You know, one day I will take you to South Sudan so that you can sit down with the Young Council of Elders.
Yeah.
By the way, let me try to say this. Let me make this clear, because when I brought that, because you know, they always everywhere, they always see, we always see their back. Okay, uncle, my grandfather and Randy Abelalier Quach.
Belial Kwai, yes.
Okay. Iran can you
I thought he's down, he's coming. He's coming.
He can't.
Card is coming. I'm listening as well.
Yes, Uncle.
Yes, go ahead.
Uncle Bula Malwan.
Yes, Bona Malwal Madud and Abel Aliara Kwai.
Yeah. And these two people are in the middle of Young Council of Elders list. I'm not just making it up. I have that in the list. I have the list of Young Council of Elders. Okay? I have it with me in the house here, including August Majuk, including Victoria Gog Majuk. This is the people that I know. I'm talking to people that I know, right? So now we try to go to Young Council of Elders, although nothing can be done in South Sudan without Young Council of Elders. Okay? Even this
that's your opinion. That's your opinion. That's not true. That's your opinion.
Even this national deadlock is ruled by Young Council of Elders. It's not your opinion. If I tell you this, when was the time? My grandfather, thank God, my grandfather is still alive in Europe.
You see, what came aboard, what I see is assumption. The reason why I'm saying this. No, it's assumption. Let me say this. No, hang on. You see, the reason why you are saying this is because when you see the members of the Young Council of Elders and they have a position in the government, you say, okay, they are running the government. They have that, and that's not true.
This is an assumption you're saying, right?
Young Council of Elders, you know,
they have nothing to do with the government.
Get that out of your head, my nephew.
Take it, please. Take it. They have no connection.
Yes, exactly.
You cannot beg me with the reality. You can beg me with something that if I make something up.
Salva, hey, welcome aboard. Do you think I can blame the Nuer elders for the wrongdoing made by President Riek Machar?
Well, if they came out clearly and they say
answer my question.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm trying to answer you. If they came out and they say they are something called Nuer Council of Elders, and they always go and sit with Dr. Machar, why not you not accuse?
No. Now the network is coming in. What I will say for you,
if they
that we let's have a break. Let's have a break and come back again, please.
Bring back the show, Isaac. Let us wait there. Yeah, we are. Simon, we're gonna go back to Juba, yes. Yeah, so the video, can you Isaac, let us watch the video first. Let's go back.
They are dancing. I don't know what is going on in that dancing. Let's see.
All delegates, may I have your attention, please? All delegates and the leadership, we are to reconvene at 2 o'clock after lunch. We will reconvene at 2 o'clock after lunch. Nana
They are on the break, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they are on line time.
Yes.
وكل
I don't know what time is it now in Juba.
في المنصة لصورة.
So those people who are in Juba, what time is it now? Another time.
بطلب منكم انه تجي في منصة عشان تشيل صورة معه. شكرا كثير.
It's 9:42.
Hey, now video that come after that word.
I can video the after 12 before the speech of president.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9:42 now in Juba. Correct. All right, Samson, a call back. Thank you.
Yes, that here you are right. You know, our people always, you know, they need, we need to respect one another. They cannot write the offensive word, but you know, as we are, that's the part of a democracy. So freedom of speech. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So if anybody wrote anything that that person is he or she is entitled to her or his own opinion, you know. But that's a part of freedom of speech. But we have also to not to abuse our freedom of speech. So thank you.
Yeah, that's
So
what is going on in Juba. Yeah.
okay, yeah. So Isaac, what do you think about the national dialogue? So okay,
the national dialogue is the pathway to the final peace agreement in the Republic of South Sudan, because
mhm,
all what has been discussed there is what has been analyzed, and people have talked like the argument that we see in the Western world when the politicians are in the parliament, they debate the bill.
exactly.
They recommended some things that are useful or and prioritize some bills to be in the top of the other. So all these things now they are on the desk of the president of the Republic of South Sudan. So I can say that this is a part of democracy and is a part of the good leadership to allow people to come up, let them speak instead of let them keep quiet with their views. That's what I can say. But I know my brother Mani Nyankai Ashijal will be different with me and the rest of the viewers. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Isaac. You are right because yeah, for those of you who are watching, if you need to join us, just click the link and you can be able to join the show. You know, yeah, I agree with you. You know, so national dialogue is one of the things that South Sudanese should do long time ago.
Yeah.
Even before the peace agreement that signed. You know.
Yeah.
So because if the citizen interact with each other and all the political party came together and do the national dialogue, as for example here in America where we are at, like if the party, there's some convention, for example, if the parties go to convention and then they can talk, you see, like what they are doing, the national dialogues, and then people can listen to them, because I've been hearing, even though I haven't watched the whole video that people are discussing, but it's really good that to hear from our citizens that who are talking, and the government should listen to them. And this is how they can solve their the crisis, their differences within the government, so that those political party in the government should come together and do that. The dialogue is very important, you see. So this the government can ask themselves what went wrong. So what went wrong, and then the dialogue will solve these issues. So the peace agreement that they signed, the IO and the government signed that peace without dialogue to involve the citizen, the peace will not be fruitful, you know. But if there is dialogue, that the national dialogue they are doing,
yeah,
that's
very helpful.
Uncle Madid. Yes, thank you. Let me try to put this. We are not saying, we the members of IO, okay? We are not saying national dialogue is bad. We are not saying that.
So what are you guys saying?
Okay.
So why you guys against national dialogue?
Okay, let me try to put it so you can understand. So the national dialogue is something good that people need to do, right? But the point that happening, first of all, you have to make people to sit together, let them agree on something. Let implement what called peace first.
So nothing. Answer my question. What's wrong with the national dialogue apart from peace?
That's what I'm saying. Let implement the peace first. After we implement the peace, and then people will have a free time to work, including.
But national dialogue is a part of parliamentation of peace. Welcome aboard.
How do you will do it? How do you will do it without implementing the peace first? First of all, you have to organize your house before you go out from the house.
I think national dialogue is the process of bringing hearing of listening all the views of the nation. That is the national dialogue. It's the process, like the peace process. This also is a part of the national building. We listen to the nations. They will contribute like all their views, which have been contributed in the last few days until today.
Those are handpicks. Those are handpicked. They are not even
No,
members
no,
of South Sudanese at
no,
all. They are
no.
handpicked of Waye. They are handpicked of Waye.
No. I don't believe that.
This nation, what came about this national dialogue is including BIFA.
No,
it's on there.
that's
So the only thing that the IO should do, listen to me, and the rest are IO supporters. Let me say, hang on, give me a second. Let me say this. The rest of IO supporters and in you, Brother K, Mabur, what this national dialogue, I thought that was a good thing, and I thought that this should be the way forward for a implementation of peace agreement. I thought listen. I thought that the Vice President Riek Machar and all other 5 presidents and other government delegation should join the national dialogue to give the speech to the general public. You see, not only President Salva Kiir give the closing ceremony. Since the day one, this is my personal opinion, and I thought that should be the reality. Since the day one, all these leaders, those five presidents, including your chairman, Dr. Riek Machar, should come to give a speech. You see, to tell the supporters. No, listen. To tell the supporters. Hang on. We will give you a chance. Let me finish my point here. To give the speech to tell his supporters, the national dialogue is a fruitful for the country to move forward. So that should be a best way to do the peace that you are talking about, to be parliamentary and go and be well, and everybody come together. But without national dialogue, and then your chairman is not attending it, and you guys are against the national dialogue, I thought that it was it's not a good thing. It's not the right thing to do. Welcome board.
Okay.
So what brings people together? All of us, regardless you are in IO camp or SPLM camp, government, IG, so another opposition supporters. If the national dialogue like this, people should come together, put our country first instead of our greediness or our interests first, and that's what I see. So I see that you guys put your interest first before the country and before the people, and that's not a good thing to do. So go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let me try to say.
So Isaac, what happened? Why are you quiet? Is network issues?
I don't know. I think one has difficulties of the network, and that's we're thinking.
I mute myself. So.
Oh, all right then. Yeah, go ahead.
I mute myself. So. Okay. So let be clear here. When
you see, you mute yourself because you don't want to listen what you want to say. Yes. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know, because what you say is a full propaganda.
Okay, so let me come to this. National dialogue, when it started 4 years ago, there was no IO in the peace process. It is started by only Waye group. And Waye group was doing it by their own interest to expand their own role, thinking that they already destroyed IO. That's the first agenda. Secondly, we came to the peace. Because in that time, when they put that, it went dead. It dead. 2017 gone. 2018 gone. So when peace signed in 2018, after the peace sign, and then they have to raise it up so they can sneeze it in to come and destroy peace, because all this is about to destroy peace.
How, hey, K-Mabur, how come the national dialogue will destroy the peace? Can you explain us more, please?
Yeah, because how come, let me tell you this. Nobody land in Akoba to consult the people of Akoba. Nobody land in Akoba, people who call themselves members of national dialogue. Nobody land there to consult the people of Akoba. Nobody land there to consult the people of Nasser. Nobody land there to consult the people of Pachoda. Nobody land there to Panawin, Panayankui, to consult the people of Painjar. So on. A lot of places. How do you?
So these places. Okay. Let me ask you this. So those places you mentioned, are they controlled by IO or the government?
And then where is that national dialogue?
No, I'm just asking you.
Some of them are in the middle, are not even controlled by IO or IG, and nobody like that. Okay, and you will still calling it a national. How do you don't excuse yourself on that issue? Find a way to make sure that thing should be done purely, and make sure everybody should go into places. And if you didn't get into that corner, please don't say, grassroots. Grassroots is something that everywhere, everybody involved. That's what is called grassroots. There's no grassroots in the top of the root. In the top of the tree. Grassroots is under the mud, not in the top of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, let's come to this. All this goes to Young Council of Elders. Every time, because everything connected to. Uncle Abel Alier is a part of the co-chairman, because president is the chairman of the national dialogue. Co-chairman Abel Alier, co-chairman Baba Abagida, what is his name, and co-chairman Bona Malwa. Excuse me. Where is the rest of South Sudanese? If three chairmen come from one ethnic group,
you see,
where is the rest of South
Sudanese? What I'm seeing and what I'm hearing from your voice is a tribalism mindset. Yes, it's true. Because you are mentioning these people because they are from Dinka. That's why you are against what they are doing. Which is you don't see the bigger picture that what they are doing, the national dialogue that they are doing to bring the solution to the front.
Let me welcome our brothers on board.
Go ahead, Isaac.
My brother Jibril Kwanu and my brother Samson Akolbak. Welcome to Lake State Media Show. It's really it's morning hours. It's very late and I haven't had a good sleep. But I have to bring you up because you show up. So thank you for turning up, guys. Welcome all of you.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you.
Muslimin leader.
Thank you, Isaac. And
Jibril, unmute yourself. I did try to unmute you. Yes, very good. Unmute.
Welcome.
Simon, are you with us or you are talking with somebody else in your room?
No, I don't talk to nobody.
I'm with you.
Okay. How about Jibril Kwano?
I'm not talking to nobody. I'm just alone.
Oh, beautiful, my brother.
Okay, welcome, guy, Jibril and Simpson. Welcome to Lake State Media. Thank you for joining us.
The other guy is making noise.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying now to figure out who has got the background noise. Okay.
Kidi Madid, you more there.
Kudwala pay, my brother. Welcome. I know you criticized me other day, but I welcome your criticism.
You
That's
know
a
me,
part of
Madid.
dialogue.
I have no issue with you.
Yeah, that's a part of nation building. I like it though. I like it. It's okay.
SB Chuk Wick.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Welcome to
Hello.
State Media. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much.
All right. No worries. Okay, guys. We have been following let's say national dialogue has been going on for a couple of days. Unfortunately, State Media haven't played all the beginning to the end until today when it comes to the conclusion. When they are closing the program, this is where we legislators step in and put it live. So the discussion is open. You are welcome to drop in your bomb or your question or whatsoever for just
Isaac,
for more
Isaac,
than 20 minutes.
I'm sorry. Are you guys hearing me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jibril,
eh?
I hear you.
Okay. Maybe I have a connection difficulties. I don't know.
I can't see you, but we can hear your voice. I don't know why your picture is not showing today.
I don't know. I really don't know.
It's all right. It's all right,
So
brother.
you want me to start?
Okay, just go ahead.
يا إسحاق في زول بيعمل جوطة هنا.
I'm just went in now to mute all of them, yes, including myself. I will mute myself.
Yeah, mute everybody, Isaac. Mute everybody except person who is speaking.
All right then. Oh. Yeah, you can go ahead now, Jibril Kwano.
I just have few things to say. I don't have that much to say. First, أنا بقول سلام لأنتوا كلكم في Lake State Media. والناس اللي معاك هنا أنا بسلمهم. My disappointment in what you call a national dialogue is not national dialogue. That's a national deception. That the government of South Sudan is not serious about bringing problems that we have in the country. Akuma ma serious. My national dialogue that guy dinak fi one of the chapters bita RSS who guy dinak. For government is just doing it opposite. I might not be agree with you on the most of the people here because Nahanok IO members, even the IO in Juba rejected to participate in the national dialogue simply because it does not hold the what you call national dialogue. It's because Ayada it doesn't hold. It's a symbolic, but it doesn't hold the what we call the national dialogue. National dialogue is supposed to address the root causes that we are fighting. But this one, the government is just doing it to validate legality of the government in the first place, and we are aware of this, and many parties didn't participate either. Not only IO, there's many parties. We see that as another way for government of South Sudan to bring back the 32 states. That is very problematic to many of South Sudanese. The government he wants to validate that they are going to bring back all the recommendation that will be made in that deception national dialogue will be sell out to South Sudanese that all people agreed in the national dialogue, when in reality people didn't, because you have opposition, a main opposition to the government did not participate. That tells you, the people of South Sudan, that something is wrong. Because if the IO worked out, boycotted, then what you're seeing there is just a deception. It's not a national dialogue, because the national dialogue is stipulated in one of the chapters with our RSS. If you go back to the RSS, you will have that. And the characteristic of national dialogue is not there in what happened in Juba. For me, I think government is just playing
Can you
around.
tell us precisely what do you mean by the deception, please?
It's a national deception, yes. Deception meaning that أكون معامله عشان يخدم للناس بإنه هو عمل national dialogue. But national dialogue means نحن نجي كلنا وكل قبائل جنوب السودان يجي يتكلم مشاكل بتوعهم.
All right. Do you believe in that negotiation or in that hall or the participant of the national dialogue that went on in Juba?
Not individual.
There is no one. It's none of any tribe has been there or any state is being represented.
If I can respond to your question, people who is there, is just government made them to look like tribe. All the tribe is there. People have a mind. We have a mind to figure out. You know, it does not mean that if somebody from my tribe is there, it does not mean they represent my tribe, because the government made to look like that.
Okay.
And yes, it doesn't like that. National dialogue should come from the free will of our people.
All right. Can I hold you back a little bit for there, and let me just allow one of the panels, because I don't have enough time. I need to share each and every one point, because this is a very good discussion, and we need to share it, all of us, and I respect every single views of everybody, as the Lagos State media is. Samson, you raise up your hand. What is your response? Yeah, go ahead.
My response is I want to greet Lagos State media first and the viewers. I'm happy today I've joined live. I've been following you guys for so long, but these issues of national dialogue has brought me to join. So what I'm going to talk about is this national dialogue is the best thing we should have done before as a Southern Sudanese, but we have a different opinion with our opposition, who are always fighting with understanding, whom we should come together. But the fact is, if we are a nation, leave alone tribe, if we want to be a really Southern Sudanese, those years back before independence, then we should accept whatever President said. But our people fail to do that. Whenever President Kiir proposes something, they see it as negative part, and they call it as a Dinka president. That thing is not what we are, and it will never bring us together. Whenever,
so what's your point actually? What's your point? Are you supporting the national dialogue, or are you disagreeing with it?
Yes,
don't go around. Just say your points.
When you are talking, I didn't interrupt you. You better keep quiet and let me finish my point.
I laid out my points, but you are going around.
My point is, no, my point is clear. I'm supporting national dialogue, but you yourself, as IO, you have always been denying everything. You always say that is not correct. Even whatever we are going to do, I think you will deny that this thing is not correct. Let's support what? Let's support national dialogue. That dialogue. No, let me finish. Don't cut me off.
Okay.
Let's support national dialogue and leave alone this ideology of supporting tribalism. For me, whenever I see a Southern Sudanese, I don't see a tribalism in any person, but I see a true Southern Sudanese. If we see that all of us, we will become as a strong nation. But if we see everybody, you see this one a Bari, see this one a Zande, this one is a Kakwa, Dinka, Nuer, it will not do anything to us, but it will lead to the fail of our citizens. And as a youth, because I'm seeing most of these people who are carrying out hatred against each other, they are youth, not the elders. Elders, okay, they are almost going now. What of us? That is the question. What are we going to do? Are we going to follow their speed or are we going to create the unity? That is the
All
question
right.
which you ask yourself. Huh?
All right.
You ask
No
yourself,
worries.
are we going to create unity, or are we going to continue with that behavior?
Samson, I need to test
Yes.
every single person on the board here. Our brother SB Chulugwek. What is your intake of the leg? I mean, let's say the national dialogue.
Okay, thank you so much, Leg State Media, and my greeting to all South Sudanese wherever they are, and particularly my beloved South Sudanese people in the cattle camp and refugee. I do salute you all in this evening time, or maybe it is afternoon or night somewhere around the world. So what I can add in the national dialogue is, actually the name national dialogue, it is very good, and I can say it is unique, that can attract every person. But its agenda, it is what is actually does not convene the public or the South Sudan community, because it does not brought up what is expected at the moment. What is expected at the moment is South Sudan is at the critical time of war, where it has been moving from war to war. And right now we come to the new chapter, which is called Revitalized Peace Agreement, that was signed in 2018 in Khartoum, which it was intended to bring all parties together. Let me come to this one before I forgot. Actually, word of South Sudan, it is something usually make me feel very proud. And for this issue, I can say it as a person that I have condemned the secretary or whoever wrote the presidential speech and give it to the president without his knowledge, because that one, it has embarrassed every person who have been watching that one. South Sudan, it is where it can accommodate us whether we love ourselves or we dislike ourselves. There will be a time, the rich and the poor will eat together. The national cake will be shared to every person. A national dialogue, it doesn't convene people because it concentrates on the thing that we feel like they are not issues that should be addressed at the moment, particularly the issue of the 32 states. 32 states can be addressed by just word of saying that you have to reverse the 32 states based on the political agenda or a specific group that found themselves that they are the one that are driving or the agent of that particular organization, which is called National Dialogue. Second to that is, we have the concern for our own armies. We have been talking for the last 2 years that the peace agreement, it doesn't have the resources or the fund for its implementation. If I ask any other South Sudanese, a national dialogue have spent like weeks, or if it is less, it will be 5 days. Do you think that one it is not being sponsored? It is taking money or the resources for it to be conducted each and every day. If we devote that money and we put them for the graduation of our own sons and sisters, brothers and our own sons and sisters, our mothers and fathers that are dying in the cantonment area, in other particular military bases across the country, wide, will it not help us? So this issue saying that for us to have a national dialogue, to me as per now, it is something that could have come and address our differences. One day, one time, if we manage to reach the main point of a peace agreement where we establish each and every government, either local, national, or the state level. So for this issue of national dialogue right now, it is trying to cover. It is like you have a wound and you want to cover it, you want to tight it without seeking a better medical treatment for it. That one, within few weeks, it will make you suffer a lot until you get the medication for it. So national dialogue, it is not bad, but to me, I'm suggesting it doesn't help at the moment. It doesn't help because it's addressing the issue that it does not even giving the solution for it. It is trying to allocate something to a specific site, not the South Sudan we want. We need a South Sudan where the poor and the rich will have a better security. We need a South Sudan where the poor and the rich will have the same health care. We need a South Sudan where the poor and the rich will have a better education. We need South Sudan where it will accommodate every citizen without fearing for their own security in the country. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chuck. Chuck Waggins, I appreciate your points and I appreciate your opinions, but I would like to just remind you of one thing. As a human being, when you start walking with the two legs, you have to put the first one ahead and then the other one go ahead of the other one like that. This way you can go forward. If we stand in one place that we need to bring everything, let it come in front of us, it won't come. So what the government is doing now is moving forward. It got some steps. This is a part of the steps that the government is doing as a part of the implementation of the peace, the national dialogue. We know all these things. We need our people out of UNAMIS, out of the camps, out of the IDPs to come back into their normal life and all this stuff. We need hospitals, we need schools, we need roads, and so forth. And how to begin? They all will not come in one day. There's a step. So this is a part of the step forward. And that's why we I personally, I can say, I appreciate what they are doing. National dialogue, it's good to hear the message, because what has been said in these few days is signaling, will leave the message to everybody, including me. I got some realities that we can blame the government for, and there are some we can blame the opposition who are blocking it at the same time.
But now the bad thing is the name National Dialogue and the activities of the current event does not reflect.
They are reflecting. They are reflecting the same opposition who are blocking it, and they are denying it that this is the national and don't attend it and don't do this, and they are also a part of the government at the same time. You see, there is a confusion here completely. I can debate this with you, but I am really very sleepy. I don't need to sleep in front of the camera. Let me just.
I want to go. I just want to say something. I want to go. Sorry. If you can allow me only 1 second.
In front of camera, guys.
Okay, okay. To me, actually, I want to exit from the show. My message is I want to send it to the South Sudan youth, not only politicians. Please believe it from me or from other person. They said the rich of today, maybe they will be among the least of the poorest of the people that will come tomorrow.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah, that's
imagine
correct.
We have in 1916 or even before that, there was the rich people in Africa. Are they now still in the list of the rich? Kindly don't believe that your uncle has money today and he has to drive you in that way. Yeah. Believe it. Sheer change, it is a compulsory step in life. Just believe that South Sudan will have one day to accommodate its citizens. Its citizens deserve a better life, like those who are surviving in Australia without trial. Its citizens deserve a better life, like those who are surviving in Canada, US, and other areas around the world. Kindly let hope. We need our country that will accommodate us without different color. We don't want the politics that will come and divide the land, even the soil itself. Our resources are enough, but our leaders are just valuing the resource more than the people. Have a good night, but take it wherever you are. Believe South Sudan will be a better country for all.
Thank you. Don't move away. Maybe somebody will answer you within the panel here. We got some few people, even they haven't talked yet. I don't know what the message they have. Somebody's with hand up.
I want to exit, Isaac. I want to exit. I want to say something and then exit, if you allow me, please.
All right. Okay, Santino, can you hold on a little bit? Let me just give this to Jibril, because Kwano said that he want to exit.
Thank you. Okay. I just can Joseph keep silent? I want to ask the question. I have a small question before Jibril gone.
Okay, just drop that question.
Okay. All our viewers, Southern Sudanese, fellow and women, My question is that I heard since long 2013 until now, some parties, they were asking, they were talking about the root cause. Even myself, I don't know what is the root cause of problem of Southern Sudan. Can other parties eliminate us? What is the root cause actually? The root cause of problem of South Sudan, if you have a root cause.
Who are you asking that question?
The parties, IO, ANAS, IGO, all. Root cause, I need the root cause. Because people have been talking about the root cause. I didn't see actually that someone come up with the issues or topics about the root cause, the problem of South Sudan.
Okay, all right. Kalas, I will give this one to Jibril. Kwando is leaving. He has to answer some part and also will go to conclusion. And then he can exit because I gotta go. Hello, Jibril.
Hello, can you hear me?
Definitely, very loud and clear, bro. How you going? Go ahead.
Okay. First, thank you, Isaac. I really appreciate your help. National dialogue was in the RSS, and you cannot kill a cow. I mean, you kill the lamb, and then you said the meat is cow. You cannot, because RSS is a supreme document. And if the national dialogue that is there in Juba implemented according to what was prescribed in the RSS, we shouldn't be talking now. That's why the IO worked out, because they know exactly what is in the book, what is the national dialogue means to them. It's not just you come out and then you go national dialogue. And as for the guy who's saying that he doesn't know the root causes, I don't know what to answer him, because we have South Sudan has a lot of trouble. In 2013, there's a fight, and that fight in 2018, there's agreement made. And that agreement, people is still following. And that is why they have something called national dialogue. Is there in the RSS. And if you don't know, I don't know how to answer you, but the root causes is there. The RSS is one of the best document ever. If it's fully implemented, we shouldn't be talking about problem, because the problem already being addressed, and we should not be talking. If you, I ask your permission, if you can go and print out the RSS document, if you have it, you will familiar with yourself with it, because nothing is missing there. I will not here to educate you, but go and read yourself, then you will get it, why people are saying this. But thank you, comrade, all the people who are here. This is my point. I think that one of the things I rejected the national dialogue is, right now we have people in the UN protection camps, we have people in refugees, neighboring countries like Ethiopia, Uganda, and Sudan. And if that national dialogue is meant for these people, where are they? Their bodies are not being moved. I will stop here. Thank you.
Yeah, they are
before
part
you
of
go,
it.
Before
you go, just hang on.
Let me interject here, and before Javril and SB left, and let me answer Brother Santino very quick. The root cause of problem, Santino, is a power struggling within SPLM. That is that's the main answer for that question, because it's a power struggling within SPLM. So, what you say, Brother Gabriel, let me say this, because, and this is what I've been hearing from the IO supporters, that the peace in Adikono, that's where you guys are stick to that. You see, and this is what you guys calling it. You know, even though anything. Just even today, Jesus Christ come into the earth, you guys cannot recognize him. You say the Adigono is the one, you see. But without national dialogue, without anything, all these the citizen can involve. The Adigono that you guys are holding will not be fruitful. The reason why I'm saying this is because the peace, there are many different ways the peace can be a parliament, be achieved in South Sudan, not only Adigono, you see.
Yeah.
And one of them is a national dialogue. This national dialogue is a very good to involve our people into the discussion. Yes, of course, it's not, even though the national dialogue goes in Juba, and it's not reaching people who are in refugees camp or any other part of the, but their voices, those people who attend those, they are talking about the voices of these people, individual. So what I'm thinking and what I'm recommending to IO supporters is because that, you see, if you guys are having a heart that you guys need a peace to come in South Sudan, don't always interject or reject the goodwill of the people of South Sudan. Because the national dialogue, nobody can be against it. It's a good that people can come together and discuss, and this is the roadmap. And this is the roadmap of Adigono that you guys signed. That is the one part of it, because consider that. And that's why I mentioned before when I talked, the first thing, that this national dialogue is supposed to be a good chance of Dr. Riek Machar to come in to address his support, like you yourself, Kwano, like you yourself, SB, and well came aboard to address, to say, okay,
who are in UNAMIS camp, like
yes,
Poor is still coming out. He was singing today in the closure, but he has to go back and sleep in UNAMIS camp. What was it?
And this is what bothered me, Isaac. This is what bothered me.
Absolutely wrong. Job has never gone to the UNAMIS camp since the war started. Job has never gone to the UNAMIS camp. Thank you.
Yeah, this is what bothered me. This is what bothered me, Isaac, and the rest of the panel. Let me finish my point, then I will yell back to fraud. This bothered me because, you know, the leader is mother. The voice of leader to speak out is mother. What I'm saying is the voice of Dr. Riek Machar is mother on this national dialogue. I thought that Dr. Riek Machar should come to this gathering so he can address his supporters, like Kwano, like SB, and Well Capable, and the rest of the IO supporters to come. His voice is very important, so that to address these people that, okay, the national dialogue is good. Let us put together with the Adigono peace agreement that is signed with the government, so that the country can move forward to heal this, the healing process. You see, national dialogue is a healing process, so that we can push forward. And I hear some of the voices say that, okay, the national dialogue is designed to get back, to go back for 32 state. You see, 32 state is not the issues here. The matter is a peace. People have to live together, and no war, no person, no insecurity. People can live. I can travel from Lagos State to Kwano village, you see, in my Ban area, or I can travel from my village, from Lagos State media to K Walmabor State or the SB area without anything. I cannot scare that, okay, if I go this area, I will be killed because I'm from Dinka. You see, all of this is the part of the national dialogue. And this is what I want to let our people know, that this national dialogue, I thought that the IO supporters and the IO leader, like President Mayardit, should come in that gathering event. Not only President Salva Mayardit can close the ceremony. Supposed to be that, so he can address his people, so that they can come together without these leaders. And this is what I see, the voice that I hear from the IO supporters, because that's what they're hearing from their leaders. So this is what bothers me so much, guys. And I'm trying to mention, because the leaders, the IO, like Dr. Machar, if he really in Juba for peace to come in South Sudan, he should come in that that national dialogue to address these people. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Abram, for the response. Peter Kang, I saw you just came in and you haven't spoken any word. I will give you this floor. Peter, do you hear me?
Malik, and I am at work. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Malik, you guys can bear with my noise a little bit here, but first of all, I want to say thank you to the audience and you two host and my colleague here on the panel. The issue of national dialogue, I am really disappointed with the IO as the party, and particularly their chairman. And my colleague here, my brother, people like Chayuk, they always came and blame everything, blame game.
So they're supposed to be.
When you talk about people who are in IO, I mean, in UNIMIS camp, first, what do you think? What is the alternative? What can be done? The reason I say I'm disappointed with the IO as a party and also Riek Machar as a party leader.
Not bad.
National dialogue is supposed to address all the causes and things that should fit South Sudan as a country.
Yeah, that would be the right place for him to speak out.
If everybody believes we had enough of fighting, a national dialogue should be the only alternative avenue. Because it's trying to address what caused the problem, what are the solutions, and how South Sudan is going to govern itself from federal level to the state level. So why is it an issue here? All the parties are represented. All the tribes in South Sudan are represented. I believe the only thing that is stuck with IO is anything that tries to address the problem in South Sudan, they have to say no.
Yeah.
Regardless whether it is in the heart of the people of South Sudan or as actually the reasonable avenue to address our issue. Now, can you talk about the article? It's not going anywhere because they have the party now are now on loggerhead in Juba. They are not doing anything. So, and if they resort to national dialogue, I think they will never get around easily to actually fix the issues that are actually affecting the transitional government of national unity. It is absolutely going to fix it. So we should stop actually following our leaders and always say yes.
They just confirmed that they picked up an order.
Yes, it's not going to help. And no, to think that a national party is not going to help. National dialogue is the only alternative avenue to solve the problem of South Sudan. If not, we are in this shithole. We are going to be in big trouble for a long time. I would really like to, graduating the soldiers on containment, how is it going to help South Sudan?
Nothing.
It's not helping any solution at all. You are saying I would rather actually arm ourselves more, and when there is issues arise, we will pick up those guns really quick. That's not a solution. It's not like you are actually graduating the security service. No, you are not. You are not. So I'm sorry to say this, but
dialogue is a very important point.
But hearing that national dialogue is not a priority, it's just ridiculous as it can be. Because it's addressing issues. For example, Equatoria, who have particular issues now with the land, which is also a part of the problem, it's being addressed in that
dialogue.
It's being addressed in national dialogue. Come on, people. Can we be reasonable once in a while? I think because I am at work, I will stop from you. But the reality is, if anyone doesn't believe in national dialogue, you are out of your mind and you are out of sense, and you don't know how to solve the problem in South Sudan.
Thank you so much, Peter K. You said it all. These are the point that we should recognize and accept as a citizen of the country. If we just deny everything, it won't take us anywhere. We will just stay in the same place like that yearly. There's no move forward. Sure.
Yeah, kindly, I want to exit, but I want to reply once words or a question, or just I want to highlight a comment after Brother Peter Kane, if you can allow me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Brother Kane. What I have noted from your comment is you are trying to say, by that word of saying that for us to graduate as security people or the people of those who have been in cantonment side, it is like kind of boosting up our armies, whereby later we can use them for the violence. So it means that you are trying to bring to us that those in the cantonment area, they are not the people that deserve no attention of the country. And they are the people who should live that life without being respected or being reorganized or given the graduations as the army personnel. You are trying to say that those are it is a burden for the IO, not for the national. Let me tell you this. The absence of those forces in the country, it will even make the country panic, because they are the human like you. They sleep, they eat, they need a better better health care. But if you are trying to keep them for 2 years in a cantonment area, what kind of message are you trying to send them? Because they are human, they learn how they can live a life. If you are trying to canton them in a particular area, by that word of saying that you have no care about them, let them be there, they are nothing. That is another message. Huh? And then second to that,
why are you worried about those who are holding guns? What about those who are actually in a refugee camp? And that's what national dialogue is trying to address.
Okay.
If I was the leader in South Sudan, I would take gun out of all those in cantonment and send them to their villages. Simple, period. Those are
okay. It means let me tell you, it is okay. That is the mentality that will never set our country free, because you don't know how does those people come along. Second to that, even me, I'm talking about the people that are suffering in the refugee camp as you are talking. But how are you trying to tell us that those in the refugee camp are suffering, yet you are supporting uncles that are organizing the event to just make their welfare better than the refugee? They are feeding themselves in a hotel for almost 10 months. 10 months, imagine. They are feeding themselves for 10 months. Their children are better educated outside the country. And you are trying to come and mislead the public that they are doing something good. National dialogue does not include the South Sudan people. We need peace that will respect everybody.
Yes,
we need peace that will respect the right and everybody.
What you are denying now is the process of peace. But the mindset that you guys have will never take us.
Isaac, please. To me, I'm talking about the people of South Sudan. I need South Sudan people, leave alone uncles that are surviving in hotel. I need South Sudan people to be free. Those in Unimis, those in other areas. Let them be given that peace, because that peace agreement it is made from the party.
Dialogue.
How do that peace come?
Let me
How do
respond
that
to
peace come?
someone. Yeah, Isaac.
The national dialogue will not help. The national dialogue, because it is being funded with the resource, and the resources are not adding us everything. Let implement the peace agreement accordingly. I don't support any other party that is trying to block peace agreement. We need peace. Our people need peace. They have suffered enough. Let us not sponsor something for 1 or 2, 3 people.
Chuck, listen, who is supposed to support peace here? Who is supposed to support peace here? If you refuse to agree as a party, how do you support peace? Riek should agree, but Riek is just there to deny everything. Do you think that there should be a peace when you are denying and you are already there? Where is the peace?
Samson, where is the peace? Where is the peace
you
now?
refuse
Is
to
it
accept
peace
the
in Juba or outside Juba? Is it peace in Juba or outside Juba?
Is in Juba. The peace is in Juba,
Why
but
does
the problem
why it has spent 2 years? Why it has spent 2 years without progress?
And you people, you don't accept it.
Do you know,
but
the disagreement is on both sides. The disagreement is on IO side, not IG side. The disagreement is on IO side. You got it clear.
I'm not here on IO. I'm here on behalf of South Sudan, the people that are suffering. That's why I'm telling you, let's stand for the voice of the people.
No,
please, don't hang up behind the JCE. Don't hang up behind the mood that has no color. Let us not hang up behind the mood that have no color.
IO.
Look here, Chuck. Look here, Chuck. You listen to me. What Peter?
Chuck, let me be frank with you guys. What you people are doing here is really
what Peter said was clear.
We lose
he said those who are in confinement area,
every time. If we count down the way you people speak, IO, let's say it's good to have opposition in the government. Let's say that I like that. In the government, if you have an opposition, it will trigger you to work harder, not to sleep. Because of
Isaac, please, I have told you, if IO is not working for the people of South Sudan, Isaac, kindly listen to me. I told you, if IO is not working for the safety of the people of South Sudan, I cannot stand with it. If IG is doing the same, I cannot stand with it. If you yourself or other person, it doesn't care about the suffering people that are dying in every corner around the world, particularly the video that have been shared the day before yesterday. Those are the South Sudanese.
What is the good part? What did IO did if you say that they are working for South Sudanese?
Okay, sorry, you are not getting me what I'm saying. That is the problem now, Samson. Yeah, you are not getting what I'm saying. To me, I'm saying let us have a peace that will accommodate our people at home. Let us not focus about our uncle or whoever. Let's have a peace that will make everybody feel comfortable. Win-win. Everybody will have a better home.
I don't have uncle in politics. Let me be frank with you. My dad was there.
Nobody is after uncle here.
Longer living, and I don't have any uncle in the politics or in the government now currently. My father is he fought in the country and he's died. Is no longer living. You know what I mean? So don't say that word. It's not. We are not defending uncle. We are defending the reality. We need to talk the reality, Ajama. If we don't speak truth, we will never move forward. Let me
yes.
say this.
Now tell me, what kind of truth are you saying when you are denying the people of South Sudan access to have stability in the country? What I'm saying, don't tell me Dr. Machar is good because he's senior than us. Don't tell me Kiir is good because what we are looking for is let us have a peace agreement that will accommodate the people of South Sudan.
All right.
The question is no, Isaac, give me chance. Let me talk here.
One person at a time.
Who is supposed to? Chuck, let me ask you this: who is supposed to give the fees? If you say that let's leave Riek Machar out, let's leave Riek out, who is supposed to give the fees? As a Southern student, who is supposed to give the fees currently? As you said it, that let's leave these guys out. and here is the other one leading. You are supporting IO, but don't hide behind the camera.
Thank God
You just
men
say
are
frankly, I'm supporting IO, and they
proud
did
of
this. But my question is, this IO, since they went to Juba, they did nothing. They just there to disagree. They are not there to agree, but they went there to disagree. If they are not there to disagree, if they are there to agree, why don't they accept national dialogue? National dialogue means you have some issues before, but you should solve it.
Bring it up there.
That is the
Come
meaning
on.
of national dialogue.
We could display them here in the media.
So now most of this
is not done. This is not done. And instead to come and mute it. What do you think?
Okay, Samson, if I ask you, when was the national dialogue was formed?
No, this is national. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was 2017.
Okay.
Peter,
the first one was 2017. It was led by Abila. Was it Abila Ali? I don't know.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you, guys. Okay, Isaac, hang on. Peter, unmute yourself. You are on mute, Peter. So, guys, let us make our debate full. Let us give each other a chance to talk. It's very good. It's a good. I like the argument. That's what the nation dialogue is. So, Isaac,
Okay. Okay. Here is the issue.
Madid, let me say this. As Chuck was basing on those refugees. Chuck, you listen here. I've been in a refugees camp since 2016 in Uganda here. I was in Rhino camp. And I still support that if our leaders come around table and sit down and agree,
should I ask
we will
you
have peace.
what have changed
Secondly,
you
if
from
we
South
as a
Sudan
youth,
to Uganda?
no, let me finish my point. Let me finish this. If we as a youth, we stop this hatred, and as you are saying that we are following our uncles, nobody is following uncles. We are talking about Southern Sudanese, not uncles. We are talking about that is Southern Sudan, a country. But if we follow uncle, please, can you leave Riek Machar and join Salva Kiir? If you want to leave uncle, that is what I wanted from you. But if we talk as a national, let's talk as a youth and bring peace. Not this almost they have there. Let them be there and we'll be the one to correct them. But if we put around down here with a hatred, how are we going to achieve the peace? We are not going to achieve anything. And that thing will progress. And these issues of disagreeing is always come from IO, not on high G. Thank you.
I came back because of this guy, man.
Okay.
Hang on, guys. Hang on. Let's give a chance to Peter. Peter is at work. Peter,
okay.
Put your.
Okay. I am going to illustrate this in a different way. Maybe Chayuk will understand it better. When the peace agreement going on in Ethiopia and Sudan, there has been a lot of outcry. What happened with the peace is that the two parties only went and shared the piece of the cake. And national dialogue came out. It would be the better avenue to include everybody, not only the two warring parties, but the people of South Sudan in general. Whether the community that have grievance, whether people that have a political grievance, or some that are dissident, national dialogue was actually instilled. And everybody believes that's the right avenue to hear our grievance and actually to find a solution and way forward for South Sudan too. The reason I said the fact is that people like Chiyok and most of the SPLM-IO, if they believe the best way for the peace is to actually graduate those who are in cantonment, then something is fishy. Why would you instill in actually graduating those who are actually holding the gun and not work on toward the peace? So, Chayok, there is a process, and the process is to find a lasting peace, to find how are we going to govern ourselves, to find out who is actually unhappy, why are they happy, what is the solution, and all those are being discussed on national dialogue. I don't see here why you think national dialogue. I don't get it. Like I said, those who are in cantonment, that's a different case. It's a thing that this issue is addressing.
It's so freaking crazy, man.
Please, let's be reasonable. We are not going to go anywhere by saying, "Oh, this is IG, this is IO, this is the government." That's the same cycle that we have been going in for the last 15 or 8 years. It's the same cycle. If you repeated the same mistake every single time, then who are you then? You have a problem. I am sorry, but the reality is IO are hoping that maybe if they go for the second time Juba, J1 cat and mouse fight, probably they will have upper hand. Otherwise, national dialogue is a way forward, or at least if you want to stay in a bush for a long time and prolong the suffering of people of South Sudan. Whether our uncle are in hotel, whether they are somewhere else, at least we are having dialogue. That's the best thing we can do as a people of South Sudan. And we should be glad the gun is silent. Even Machar and President Kiir are now on loggerhead in Juba. They are not going forward with the whole transitional government of national interest. It is something that we should appreciate, that there is no more gun. It's something that we need to appreciate. And we should pursue the national dialogue to the fullest extent. If it means we have to put all the resources we have in the country, that's the best way. Unless if you believe in war, if you believe in fighting, that you are going to get into the power, then you are right to say national dialogue is wrong. Otherwise, I feel sorry and I'm worried about the direction of SPLM.
Let me correct something. Let me correct something what Peter said, if you allowed me.
I don't know. The CQ thing can happen.
Sorry,
go ahead.
The CQC.
Go ahead, Javier. I'll take a minute to listen to you.
Sorry, Peter. You see, we have different understanding. I understand that. We got different understanding. We got different level of information. National dialogue. It is the SPLM-IO and the SPLM-IG agreed. In characteristic wise, we have the papers that says national dialogue. But here you're saying something different. If you لو انت مشيت بطياره في جوبا وانا مشيت ببابور في مويا كل ده ماشي بوصل لكن different vehicles. Okay. نحن SPLM-IO رافض في national dialogue because it doesn't look the way we have it in the paper. This is the best interest of people of South Sudan. It is not the interest of IO. That's why this young brother was saying it. The SPLM-IO as a political party, they boycotted because it doesn't look like what we know. And the government in Juba is doing this essentially because they want to bring back the 32 states, and nothing changed. Nothing changed, Peter. Whether you like it or not, nothing changed. Our people is still in Uganda.
Why would it
Nas بدأنا لسه في Uganda, Nas بدأنا لسه في خرطوم, Nas لسه قاعدين في جوبا. UN يا قاعد يعبدوا. This is the national dialogue.
You should join a national dialogue and actually elaborate those conversations. Why would it be only the SPLM-IO?
No, the SPLM-IO decided. Listen. The SPLM-IO decided that. Listen. We are a peace partner.
Only IO and not the
we are a peace partner, and we have documents. to be followed. And if the government in Juba doesn't follow
Gabriel,
the
there's
document,
nothing.
then
They
we
are
will give
always
them a
like
chance.
that.
Sorry, what are you saying?
Why only is it SPLM-IO and the entire country agree on that, on the national dialogue? Why only
No,
IO?
good question. Let me answer you. It's not about the entire country.
No,
SPLM-IO is very important because we are peace partners. We know the document, and we are protecting this document for the interest of South Sudanese. Did you get me here?
National dialogue is different from a peace agreement.
No,
If
it is there as a chapter. Is it really good? It is there as a chapter.
Please. National dialogue.
Gabriel, Peter, let me answer this. Let me answer and ask this question to Gabriel. Gabriel, you listen here.
Okay, go ahead.
I was saying, they are always disagreeing.
First of all, your views is confused. I have to tell you frankly, your views is confused.
I'm not abusing.
You cannot lecture people with confused views. Yes.
I'm not lecturing anybody in confused views, but the fact is clear.
I'm not saying my view.
What did they get? At first, these IG created the 32 state. They disagree with it. They said that you should reinstate back the 10 state government accepted, and they reinstated the 10 state. That is what we call peace. You want peace to come.
Even if you
you keep quiet
until tomorrow, I will not
you better keep quiet. Let
because
me
your
finish.
views are confused.
No, you listen here. Yes. Second to it, recently, government refused to appoint Oloin. Then I will refuse to accept. What does that mean? You should come down and sit and you discuss it. You want peace also. Refuse. Why always? I will refusing everything. That is the question. And you are here beating around that these IGs are not doing anything. If you are not agreeing, do you think that the other party will do anything? They are just locked hid there because government cannot progress because of one side. The other high they are refusing. Why? This SSOA, Southern Sudan, all alliance, they are accepting everything. But why I will always refusing? That is the question. You should ask yourself as a supporter, why this leader of yours is always refusing everything? Is there nothing to agree with? If he wants peace for all of us, that guy wants peace for himself, not all of us, to be clear. And stop following such a people. You should come as a national figure and bring good thing to us. Not just following him because he's refusing whatever Salva Kiir or his supporters doing. It will not bring us anything here. I'm done.
Did you finish? Did you finish? Okay, listen here.
Okay.
First,
please,
let me respond. Let me respond to him. First, the speaker is really confused. He's really confused with his personal opinions. Okay. We are not talking about personal opinion. We are talking about the document. This is the supreme document we are talking about. It's not about me, Jibril. It is about document. And this document was signed in Khartoum by both parties. And every party is very important to participate in this national dialogue you are calling. It's not something today. It was done there. It was agreed upon so that people will work on it. But that's why the IO said, okay, if like I'm not going to participate because I don't see the way we did it. This is very simple for you to understand, my friend. It's not about my opinions. I don't have opinion in this.
Which way did they did it? What way did they did it if you have knowledge about it? For you, you are just gambling. You are not doing any, you are not saying the true thing here. What did they do about that? What did they do?
There are those who want to impose their values on others. And there are those who want South Sudanese to be benefit. And those who are those of us.
The topic is very vast and we cannot agree. Now, the whole issue of South Sudan, we cannot negotiate it today or tonight or this evening, wherever you are tuning in, all our viewers and you, the people in the panel. This is the bus and a very interesting debate, and we will fix it in another day, such that we can come over and have a debate. I got a job. I got a go to work. I am leaving. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what I can say is thank you for the Lake Media for giving us this opportunity tonight or somewhere we can say today. Actually, this debate is a bit longer and it needs some views from different people. Particularly we, the people who are here in the panel, most of us, they are not in the table of the peace talk, but we know how the peace is progressing and how it should be handled. Our brother Samson, actually, the problem is you are trying to pick out some point, yet you have a better clue about them. If you know the formation of the 32 state and the 21, you would have not talked much about this one because 32 state, it was actually 28. From 28, it has been shifted to 32. And that was the political confrontation of the 21 state that was created in 2015 by the SPLMIO. By then, SPLMIO was told in Addis Ababa that you have to reverse yours and all of you have to go to 10 states. Then when the President Kiir came to Juba with that information, while it has already reached the population, he also tried to come up with a political confrontation, which will be the other agenda of a state, to enlarge the state so that each and every community can support his agenda. That is the agenda which we cannot bring it today because it will take us longer. The same thing
we have all these documents.
No, Chuck. It was not like that. 21 is real. These are only that we're saying. 21.
Kindly,
Kiir created
Samson,
28 states.
kindly,
No,
please,
they said no. Wait,
please.
Let me answer you. You want to fix something which is not correct. That 21 state, it was not created by IO, but Riek was saying that 21 state was there before British.
By IO,
that
of
we
course,
should
it
go
was
back to
not
that 21 state. IO didn't create anything.
It was 1956, but it was not created by IO. But IO was planning to use them. That's what I'm saying.
It was not created. You just said now 21. You said that. You just said.
Okay.
You just said now that IO created 21 state. Not so.
Okay. Leave this one. Let me say this one.
But the question my question is still
from
clear.
The national dialogue. Because national dialogue, actually, if it is something that will bring the peace agreement, the question should come to all of us is, then what is the purpose of having that document that brought the parties together? If we can come and throw it in J1 and we create a new chapter that will not even convene the rest of the South Sudan people. Now the matter it is gone already.
The one you are arguing with us here in this media, you have to be aired out in that platform. That is the meaning of dialogue.
Okay. Now the purpose is let us all focus for the peace agreement. Yeah? Let us all focus for the revitalized peace agreement of 2018.
Your mind like what you are.
That national dialogue was part of that agreement. You agree first you agree first to be part of it. When you reach Juba, you say that I'm not going to attend it. What does that mean?
It is okay. Let me wish you a good health as we are going to have a better nation in the future days. Seeing you guys, you are in hot temper, and everybody want to drop a huge comment. Be blessed.
All right.
Azuma, Chong, you have gone.
Yeah, he left. That's good. It's all right. Thank you so much, and thank you, Santino. We catch up again, guys. This is the good debate. We will be having another time to discuss all these things. Abraham Madid, you can.
That's good. That's a good discussion, guys. That's how the nation dialogue is. We have to disagree.
I appreciate that.
And respect. That's the good part of it. So let us debate and see the other side of argument. That's a very good.
Beautiful.
Thank you, guys, for watching. Everyone, we will see you again next time. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you so much.
It's your boy Young Ajib in that thing. Pancho leg stand and punchy America. Banyi dual the banaban. Pancho leg stand and punchy America. Banyi dual the banaban. Walk on your leg. Kankaro what on the watching. Oga leg leg gear. Wow, leg leg. Panda with ya punchy America. Banyi dual the bano. Chingatongo pandon kujura by a cheka. Papu panda jiro what ya be dual the venting. Stand up punchy America, Banyi dual, Banaban, Pancha leg stand up punchy America, Banyi dual, Banaban, walk on your leg, Kankaro, what on the watching, Oga level leg, gear, wow, leg, Panda with ya, Punchy America, Panya dual, Bano, Chingatongo, Pandon.